In order to explain why I chose to colorise this photograph, I first need to explain who the man in the photograph was and, more importantly, what happened to him. In 2009, this portrait of an injured whaler with his harpoon was correctly re-identified as a photograph of Phineas Gage. Phineas Gage's fame is down to the harpoon he is holding, which is in actuality a tamping rod, which was used in railroad construction to push down explosives. The rod he's holding in the photograph is the very same one that, due to a horrific accident, was explosively rocketed through Mr. Gage's head. It shot through the underside of his cheek, up through his eye, and continued through his brain, eventually exiting through the top of his skull. Stunningly, this incident didn't kill Phineas Gage, who went on to live for almost 12 years afterwards. Although, despite his remarkably quick physical recovery, friends and family of Mr. Gage noted that his personal behaviour around them changed massively following the accident. For example, he started to swear extensively where he previously hadn't. He also became more selfish immediately following the accident. His ability to focus on and complete tasks as planned were vastly reduced also, where previously he had been a trusted foreman. Although some myths stated that he became some sort of violent monster after the explosion, most actual evidence from the time suggests his temperament remained relatively similar following the accident, rudeness aside. In the years shortly before his death, his mental state was apparently considerably improved from the initial accident, allegedly to almost a complete recovery. Unfortunately, he died at the young age of 36 following a series of seizures, so he was not able to fully enjoy this recovery of his personality. Phineas Gage was living proof that our personalities and ability to behave appropriately around others were stored in the frontal lobe of the brain. His brain injury and resulting change in personality helped revolutionise medical understanding of how the brain functioned, which is why his case is still studied and referenced today, almost 160 years since his death. Now that's who Phineas Gage was, a remarkable man from history who would be deserving of bringing to life via colorisation for his historical importance alone. Although I think what really connected me with this picture and the man within it is how sidelined Phineas Gage himself has become in the Phineas Gage story. Sadly, many people in history are remembered purely due to the method of their death or other unfortunate events that befell them during life. The gruesome nature of Gage's accident and his resulting change in personality was what historically defined him as a man. At least it was, until this photograph of him was rediscovered. The previous potential notion of an out-of-control, shambolically brain-injured man were pretty much torn apart by this photograph's discovery, which instead shows a handsome, confident young man patiently posing for his portrait in a rather stylish outfit. If Phineas Gage is going to be the poster child for brain damage and mental impairment, I think it's important that he also remains the poster child for recovery and the humanity people still always possess regardless of the status of their physical or mental health. I'll put some links in the description to far better videos on the subject of Phineas Gage's life and accident, which I recommend watching if you're interested in this case. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel, I intend to make more videos like this in the future. Until then, thank you for watching.